Imagine you buy a brand new phone only for it to catch fire in your pocket. Or a car company releases a car so bad that it is remembered as one of the biggest product flops in history. Sounds like a bad dream, right? Trust me, you won't believe how crazy they are. Stay with me till the end because you will see some tech fails that will leave you speechless. If you like tech and also love when it's going horribly wrong, this is the right place. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and let's dive into some of the most epic tech fields ever. Let's start with a tech field that literally exploded, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Back in 2016, Samsung launched what they thought would be their crowning achievement, the sleek, powerful Galaxy Note 7. And the unthinkable happened. Imagine having a $900 phone and realizing it's about to burst into flames in your hands. This was exactly what happened to hundreds of users. Phones were catching fire left and right. Samsung had to recall millions of devices, not just once, but twice. They pulled the plug and Samsung Galaxy Note 7 was officially discontinued. And I don't think anyone will ever forget the day Samsung Galaxy Note 7 became known as the exploding phone. But wait, the drama doesn't just end there. Stick around to see what happens to a tech giant when its reputation is put on the line and how they bounce back. Next up, we have a classic field from the software world, the infamous Windows Vista. Windows thought, okay, let's give the world a new operating system, one that is secure, sleek, and super fast, and they released the Windows Vista.
Wow!
But users waited hours for it to install, only to find out that it was slow, buggy, and didn't even work well with some of the hardwares out there. They promised security features. Well, they were there, but they kept interrupting your work with endless annoying security pop-ups. Vista was so bad that Microsoft begged people to skip it and move to Windows 7, and it went down history as one of the operating systems everyone hated. And to this day, it is considered one of the worst software launches ever. Now let's talk about something that was too futuristic for its own good, the Google Glass. In 2012, Google announced a revolutionary device that would display information right in front of your eyes. And this was going to be the next big thing, but it ended up as one of the creepiest tech fields ever. People were calling it creepy. Imagine someone walking around with glasses that could record videos and take pictures without anyone noticing. Privacy concerns were huge. On top of that, $1,500 for something that barely worked. Google Glasses went from being the next tech breakthrough to being dead in water. The product was pulled in 2015, but Google didn't just give up. Google is working on it in a much more niche market business. Who knew tech could be awkward? Right? Now let's talk about Apple Maps. I don't know how to begin this, but let's do it this way. In 2012, Apple decided to ditch Google Maps and launch its own map. What could possibly go wrong? Actually, everything. Apple Maps was filled with glitches, wrong directions, and in some cases, sent people to inexistent places, lost in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's Apple Maps for you. People were getting lost on their way to work, and some drivers ended up on dangerous roads they have never seen before. Apple CEO Tim Cook came out with an apology and recommended Google Maps or Waze. Imagine telling an iPhone user that their brand new flagship map was so bad that they had to switch to competition. Oh my god. But Apple did learn from their mistakes, and Apple Maps are better as much. Last but not the least, let's dive into the world of automotives. Have you ever heard of Ford Edsel? Probably not, because this is one of the most disastrous car releases in history. In 1957, Ford spent millions in creating a car that would revolutionize the industry. But what they got in return instead was people were laughing at the design, and not in a good way. The styling was bizarre, it was overpriced, and simply didn't meet the customers' expectations. Ford ended up losing millions and ended the Ford Edsel in just 3 years after release. It's the ultimate tech fail in automobile history. Tech fails are always wild, from exploding phones to creepy glasses and nightmare softwares. What's the next mistake you think is going to occur? Or are tech companies going to learn their mistakes and work on them? Let's see what's going to happen. So which tech fail do you think was jaw-breaking? Drop your comments. I want to hear your thoughts. And actually, if you like this video, subscribe and you don't want to miss the next cabin video actually.